Hi, welcome. You have joined our new website, our new personal website and virtual office information and training call. We're very excited. I know this has been much anticipated day for everyone to review your new back office. Young Jay's here with me, and she's going to do most of the presenting, and she'll be walking us through the Stylist personal website, each tab of the virtual office, and the nail bar or party process. We're recording the call, and we're going to send you both the recording and the presentation slides today so that you can use them with your team. We're going to repeat this webinar on Monday for our senior and director and above call at noon Eastern time. And I'm going to keep the call muted so that the recording is clear and really effective. But if you would write your questions into the message bar there, we're going to document those, and we'll create a Q&A and get that out as soon as possible. So with that, I'll just turn it over to Young Jay.
Right, thanks, Melissa. So as Melissa said, we'll start by taking a look at your personal website. Just a few notes on the personal website homepage. The navigation area at the top of the page has been condensed so that you don't have to scroll as much to get to the main content on each page, especially on smaller screens as well as mobile devices. And yes, your website address will stay the same, so your customers can continue to shop without any changes or any problems happening with their bookmarks. So let's head right into shopping. The overall shopping experience will look and feel pretty familiar, but there are a few key updates to make the shopping much more user-friendly. One you'll see right on this page is that if you look at Charleston Blush on the left, any out-of-stock shades will be indicated while you're browsing the shade, so you won't have to click into the product page to find out that it's not available. Another thing that you can do without going into the product page is that you can add an item to your bag while you're still on the category page. So there will be a lot less clicking back and forth between the category and product detail pages. And once you've finished adding the item, you click on the shopping bag link in the menu to review your items. And we all know that this scenario on the screen happens sometimes. The order is qualified for a free item for our buy 3, get 1 free promo, but the free item hasn't been added yet. If you have a cart like this and you click checkout, you'll see a clear alert about the promos. So the only way to check out without the free item is actually clicking a button that says proceed without free item. And this will be set up the same way in the virtual office shopping as well. Another really helpful change for customers is that they'll be able to create an account on the website. So this means that moving forward, they can log in on the website and view their order history, and making purchases will be much easier since their address and payment info will be saved with their account. Another update is that potential customers on the corporate site who haven't connected with a stylist yet will be able to access the full shopping catalog and add items to the bag. So of course we prompted to connect with a stylist before checkout, but being able to shop the shades before connecting with a stylist will help convert casual site visitors to real customers. And when someone is ready to connect with a stylist, either for shopping or for enrolling, they'll see two options, similar to our current steps, but with slightly clearer wording. So one with, if you know a stylist, search by the stylist ID or their name, or the second by zip code if you are not connected with a stylist yet.
And so the lead pool process is remaining the same for our launch of this new site. It will be loaded with a list of paid ranked team leaders and above from the past commission period. It will first look at matching zip codes, and if there's no one within that zip code, it will go out 10 miles, 25 miles, 50 miles. If there is more than one person within that zip code, then it will import the person that has the highest PV. With this site, we are putting one person connected to that link instead of having a list of 10 for the potential customer to choose from. And that the reason that was selected is to eliminate having our leaders so accessible to other companies and other people that might potentially poach.
All right, thanks. So those are the key highlights for the personal website portion. So next, we'll walk through the virtual office, or the VO, which has been overhauled to give you with lots more information to work your business and track your team. So there will be a new address for the main login page for the virtual office, which will be vo.colorstreet.com. You can still get where you need from the previous mycolorstreet.com address. That address will just load the personal website where you can still log in, and when the system sees that you're a stylist, it'll direct you right over to the virtual office. But just to be streamlined, we recommend bookmarking the new address, which again is vo.colorstreet.com. And when you visit the VO for the first time, you'll need to reset your password by clicking on the Reset Password link. And when you click on that, you'll be prompted to enter your stylist ID and your email address. Those will have to match, and then once you submit that, you'll receive a password reset email in your inbox.
We anticipate this is the part of the new system that will probably create the most questions. There's many stylists that don't remember their stylist ID, or potentially their email address that they're using now might not match the back office. So a way to prepare your team is to make sure they're clear on what email they have in their account in the current office, and two, letting them know they're going to need their stylist ID, but for you as a leader, making sure that you let your team know if anybody forgets their ID to just reach out to their leader and they can look into their system and give that information. That'll eliminate any wait time for them reaching out to customer service with that simple information.
And once that process has been completed and you log in, you'll see a dashboard with your key stats. So you'll see the rank that you're currently working towards that month, see metrics about the volumes, etc. Keep in mind that this will all be real time to help you stay on top of how you're tracking each month.
So this is the exciting part that everybody's been waiting for, the real-time tracking of where exactly you're at with your rank level and where your teams are. You're going to notice a different phrase or two phrases that talk about rank. On some reports, it will say paid as rank. Paid as rank refers to the rank from the last commission period. So if I'm right now in August and it says paid as rank, it would be my July paid as rank. The other rank you'll see is current rank. Whenever you see current rank, that is live. So many spots you'll see it's where it is right then, and you'll see people move up during the month as they move to the next level.
Okay. And let's now go through each of the menu sections, starting with commissions. On the main commissions page, you'll see information about all your monthly commissions and your weekly rebates, and details about how you earned on those commissions and bonuses. You'll also see real-time calculations for the current commission period in the same format, so you'll know exactly where you stand at any time in the month. Historical commission from before the system migration will be shown on this second page. And the rank advancement page shows how you stand in the current month, and you can see what requirements you still need to meet a particular rank. The next section in the menu, called Team, has reports and tools to help you track and manage your team. First, you have the downline report, which shows your entire downline team. And for every report that's on this page, you can click on any of the columns to change the sort order based on that particular column. You can also click on the filter icon to search for a specific criteria in one of the columns. Or you can click that Excel button to download the info and work right in Excel instead. And finally, you can click on the icon at the left of each stylist to view details on an individual stylist. So when you click on that icon for someone, a pop-up will appear with different tabs where you can see different information about that stylist, including their rank qualifications. The next report in the team section is the graphic tree view.
This report and the previous report really has the same information. It's just a different way to look at it. The graphical, of course, is more of a tree view, and the other is more of the spreadsheet type of view.
And you can scroll down to see that the graphic tree view will be color-coded. So it's color-coded by the rank that the style has achieved for the current commission period so far. And it'll also show whether they've BQ'd or not yet this month. And back to the top, there is an expand button if you want to see the tree in a slightly wider view. And in either view, you can mouse over a stylist to see some of their stats. And over to the right side of the tree view page is where you can make placements for new stylists.
One thing to note on both of those, on both the downline and the tree view, is that all the stylists at the start of the month begin as paid as rank of stylist. And then again, since the data is live, you're going to see them move from rank to rank as they progress over the month period.
And next on the list is the personally enrolled report. So that's showing your downline stylists who you directly enrolled. The next report we have is Jumpstart, which is showing Jumpstart stats for downline stylists who joined within the past 120 days. And for any other reports, always keep in mind that you'll be able to scroll to the right to see more columns. A lot of these reports have a lot of different pieces of information, so it usually won't fit on a page. So always scroll to the right to see all the information. And with a couple of the reports, you'll see this button, which means that you can toggle between viewing just your personally enrolled stylists and viewing your entire team. The next report we have is new promotions, which shows downline stylists who achieve a new rank for the first time at each commission period. Then we have upcoming promotions, which helps track the progress of rank qualification for your team, which can be especially important towards the end of the month as you're keeping track of how your team members are doing. The 5 months without BQ report shows downline stylists who have not achieved BQ status for the past 5 months consecutively, which means that they'll be terminated if they don't BQ this month. And the custom report page has a variety of filters that you can search by, like rank and volume. And once you run the report, you can view and sort the list on the site like the other reports, or you can use these icons to either send an email to the list or download an Excel file of the info. And the last item in the team section is the message center. It's formatted pretty similarly to the custom report page, but it also includes their retail customers. And same process with using the filters and then results appearing at the bottom. Let's take a quick look at the email option. You can select from a couple of different email templates, enter a subject, enter a message, add a couple of attachments if you want, and then send an email out to the group. And that's the team section. Lots of info you can work with. Next, we have the events tab, where you'll see a calendar of corporate events, like the weekly training calls. You'll also be able to create your own calendar that other stylists can subscribe to. Next, we have the order section. The virtual office shopping is similar to the shopping on the personal website, so that you can browse through the product info and images instead of having to only work with the item codes. But if you're used to the item codes, you can always enter it in the search bar and use that as well. And you can also order nail strips and business supplies in the same order so that you only have to pay shipping once. And here's your order history page and the customer order history page. And the next section, we have mail bar parties. The dashboard shows an overview of your party sales and your open and closed parties. Here's the party creation page. You'll enter basic info about your nail bar at the top. And then in the middle, you choose your host. There are two options: create a new host or search for an existing host or customer. Since hosts and customers didn't have actual website accounts on our previous system, everyone will be new in the beginning. Once they're set up in the new system, you'll be able to use the search existing hosts and customers options instead of having to enter their information every time. And when you create the new party, the host will receive an email with info about the party, and if they're new, an account will be created for them, and the login info will be in that email. And with that host account, they'll be able to access the host portal, which looks pretty much like the Stylist Virtual Office, but with only access to the party management related sections. Once the party is created, it'll be listed in the open party section where you'll see the shopping link. You can see your sales to date, host rewards to date. For more, you can click on the Manage Party button, where you'll be able to add guests and create orders and see how the party is doing. And if at the party you book a new party with another host, you can click on this Book Another Party button so that your first host can be linked to the new party so that she can get the $25 booking credit. When you click on that, you'll go through the same process of setting up a new party, but you'll see at the top that it's associated with the first party. So once this new party sale reaches the booking credit requirement of $300, the first host can shop under that party website themselves to use the $25 credit. And going back to the first party, when all the orders have been placed, you can click on this green button to create the order for the host. And the shopping process is the same as regular shopping, but you'll see a list of the host rewards that the party qualified for at the top, and those rewards will be shown as line items on the cart page before you check out. Alternatively, if you would like the host to place the order, you can click on Set Party Status to Pending Host Items. So once the party is pending host items, the party will be closed to guests, but the host can log into the host portal and place the host order directly instead of having to coordinate with the stylist. But they won't be able to accidentally close the party before you set the party status to pending host items. And finally, the last tab, Resources, is where you'll have, of course, all the content that you accessed in the Resources tab on the previous site, and we'll continue to add lots more content there as the weeks and months go along as well.
So there you have it, your brand new virtual office and personal website. Couple of things just to remember, or a couple of things to inform you about. One is the last day of the month falls right into Labor Day. So we're going into our new system on the 21st. The end of the month is a Friday, and then we move into a 3-day weekend. It's very important that after we complete commissions that there's proper testing to make sure that every commission report is accurate. And so we are setting the date that commissions will be run on September 5th. And we know that's different from what you're accustomed to. Glenn's done a great job on running those commissions immediately, but it's so important that we make sure this first run is absolutely accurate. So plan for that. We'll communicate if it's any different for any reason. Be mindful of the things to communicate with your team, and we're going to do the Monday call. Of course, we'll give these different presentations and the video out to all stylists, but I think the work that you do individually with your team is going to make a huge difference in how comfortable they are and excited they are about the new system. We will answer your questions. There's only a handful, so we'll go ahead and put the answers together and send those out when we send the recording and the presentation to all executive directors and above. So thank you for joining us. Young Jay, great job to you on the presentation and all your hard work, and everyone else that's been involved in this project. And to all of our leaders, have an amazing rest of your afternoon and get ready for a new era at Color Street in terms of technology. Have a great night, everyone.